here's a good thought experiment. This is going to be good for you in your early years. This is probably what we're going to end on because I was the headliner and other people overran. So, right. Imagine tonight you're going to go to sleep and you can lead your whole life, and that life can be perfect. What would it be like? So probably all of you would become amazing circus performers in your dreams. Maybe a sideline as like a singer or an MMA fighter. Literally all your wildest dreams will be fulfilled within that. But you've got to live that whole life. And then again the next night, maybe next time you choose to be a race car driver, whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want to be, all your wildest dreams. How long before that got really dull? How long before you wanted to throw in a surprise halfway through that life? Where you're like, I'm going to be Ronaldo, but halfway through, I'm going to want to, transition. Or I'm going to, whatever. And you want. Stay with me. Okay. How long before even throwing in one surprise per life got boring? How long before you wanted to throw in so many curveballs into your life that essentially you have what you have now?
Deep.
How long before all the challenges, all your problems, all the things you've got now, It's in your hand. It's in my hand. You're going to go far. How long before all these things? And the point to bring this into... how long before it's now? And by that I mean, this struggle is going to be part of it, and probably one of the most fun bits of it. The start of your career, the bad gig where you all had to drive to Hull, and then it was rained off, and then the booking wasn't even there, or you went to the wrong place. The adventures, the things that went wrong, the problems. This is part of it. Please don't just go, I'm going to be miserable till I get to here.
Yeah.
Probably still the most fun year of my career was the first one when I was doing that bonkers show, putting away tents with my feet. Like, don't rush the fun of this. Don't stop trying things out. You might hear loads of people go really hard on you about performing for cheap. Try and find scratch nights so you're not undermining people, but do keep trying out wild ideas. All this struggle is the fun bit. The end is cool, but the struggle is the really fun bit, and please don't miss that. And I think we'll all agree that's a wonderful place to end today. I trust him. I like him.
Do you want to do a Q&A?
Yeah! Okay. I want very well thought out technical questions.
I don't know how to do, and I didn't take much off. Did I send, or am I being a respectful performer?
I've only ever done it on request.
Okay, then not.
So I might be saying something about me. Okay. Is that it? That would be funny if that was the only question. That's cool. Like I said, you don't have to ask questions. Okay, yes.
What did you actually do in the street show?
In the tent one.
Yeah.
So imagine your festival pop tent, and we would handcuff ourselves and we put away fully into a bag, handcuffed, using no hands. And then it would pop back up, and then we jump into it and turn it. You can turn pop tent into a dragon. I don't know if you know that. If you stand inside it and open and close it, it turns into a really good dragon. We then turn it into a dressing room, and one of us would get into a cow costume. He could do the worm really well, so we'd have like a breakdancing worm. And then there'd also be some Diablo and fire staff in there, but it didn't really read. And then we'd finish on a two-high. And I would be juggling against two, and I never realised I was a terrible flyer. He was just this 14-stone ripped fireman. So I was just like, oh yeah, you just climb up. And then I climbed up someone who wasn't a 14-stone ripped fireman. They were like, you should never do that. This year, I've realised if I want it to be, it can be a 45, and if it's a family show, I do 45s. I do a 30 just because I enjoy doing a 30 and I do feel like I start to lose them. The show can be a promenade show, as in like literally halfway through the show you can go, let's all just do party games. Or the show can be, the whole show you can be stood in a circle. I like the traditional audience, me, but there's no rules of a kids show. No, I don't think a mum would ever go, I was expecting a show. What they'll always go is that the kids was fully entertained for half an hour.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
What do you do with kids that are not engaging and like having a fight over in the corner?
Yeah.
I do kids parties, but I don't do like.
I do a lot of voice modulation. So like I'm talking. Hey, and I'm like whoa. It's like a massive focus change. Like big room. Hey, if you don't want to watch the show, that's cool. You can just run around at the back, or just be quiet as you're not watching it. And they're just like, but if you've been so big the whole time, and then you suddenly go to them, it's like the Matrix. They'll hit you. So I just say you can run around at the back, and then if that's not worked, I go, hey, and just don't look annoyed. You go, hey, is there an adult associated with this kid? Like, is it okay for you to kind of, can they come and go and sit on your knee? Or can you just come and sit next to them? And just don't feel like it's stressing, don't let it read that it's stressing out on your head. Just go, this really isn't working. And sometimes it will literally trash the show. And if it's too bad, I just stop the show. And I just go, okay, so the show's not really working right now. Should we all spin a blade? And then it's just, that's part of the show, so I don't force it through. Sometimes due to attention levels and behavioural issues and maybe another factor like all the parents decide to talk but they all stand there, it's just so hard that I will just bail out of them. I'm lucky that I don't, I can see a situation where if you got booked for a company that says, they're like a kids party company and you get given a show in a box, and you have to do half an hour, I see that as being hard, but because of all the agency that I have, I decide. Do you know what I mean? As in, if it's not working, I just move on. So yeah, it's 1, single focus, 2, ask an adult, 3, bail. Okay.
Apart from kids shows, is there anything else that works really well with this model, like keeping it local?
Yeah, living in London and being a cabaret performer. You can do like 3 or 4 gigs a night and you
Okay,
can
well,
have them.
not in London.
What you can do, it's
not
just the speed of kids shows. So basically I say I'm going to arrive half an hour before the show, not a moment before. And I'm going to be out of your venue 15 minutes before. If you think you could do that with stilt walking sets, as in like,
But the likelihood of there being that many stilt walking sets in Bristol, I don't know. I don't maybe there are.
But if you draw a circle around and literally work out the driving times, is there between Bath, Cardiff, Swindon?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And why? Who says you've got to do 3 45s and spread out throughout the day? You could just literally change the zeitgeist and go, I do this for this. You'll probably piss off some performer if you're cheaper, but you do more in a day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it depends on your idea of being respectful to the market or your idea of capitalism and all these things. Like I just ignore it all.
Do you think that I think part of the difference there of what you're saying is like the 345s over a day, you're actually buying that time as well, whereas with you're buying much less time, so there is a price point that kind of goes with that as well, right? And that's why that enables you to be able to do that many a day.
Exactly. I am constantly reducing overall time whilst improving the amount that I give, if that makes sense. Like from the moment I walk in, the music is the first thing to come out of my box. So, to some, because I've got really nice bows, I've instantly made a disco in some people's eyes. And then the second, everything comes out of the box to start being entertaining the quickest. And then I put things away to give maximum value on the way out as well. So no, as far as I'm aware, this really high volume method at the moment in the UK is kids specific. But like I said, literally as you said that question, I'm like, there's no technical reason why you couldn't do it for any gigs. But then it's about time.